Well, hello, hello, and welcome back to Daily Hope. Have you ever seen an eagle soaring in flight? I've seen eagles at zoos and things, and I've seen eagles in nests. I can't say that I've seen an eagle soaring, but I have seen some other large birds. In fact, I remember one time I was visiting a friend's cottage up in Michigan. I was out on a walk, and there was this huge bird up above. Maybe it was an eagle and I didn't know. But here's what the bird was doing. It had its wings spread out. And of course, God, as a master engineer, having designed those wings for maximum aerodynamic efficiency, what this bird was doing was at the edge of the lake, there must have been wind coming in, and there were currents. About 50 feet above me, there were these invisible currents in the air. And this bird, with its wings stretched out, it just kept gliding. It was riding the currents. And it was incredible. I stood there and I watched it for about 5 minutes because in 5 minutes, it maybe flapped its wings one time. And you think, how does a bird fly without flapping its wings? It wasn't coming down at all. The current would take it up a little and it would just adjust. It knew how to ride the waves of these invisible currents in the air. Now, this is the image that God gives of how he wants you to live your life. Not flapping your wings. You think of a turkey. A turkey can't really fly very much, and so it flaps its, has to get a running start and flaps its wings and maybe gets a couple feet off the ground, and then it touches back down. Contrast that with this eagle that's up there it's just gliding. It's trusting, and in fact, flapping would make it go down. It doesn't have to strain or strive. There's a verse that says, cease striving, be still, and know that I'm God. Jesus says, if you abide in me, and my word abides in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be granted. Now, God knows we'll go through trouble in this life, and there will be storms that knock us down, and there's times we have to flap our wings. But when we walk with the Lord, there will be seasons where God just carries you along, and you just float. That's what God had in mind when he said this: those who trust in the Lord will soar high on wings like eagles. So today, ask God to increase your trust in him. Tell God that you want to soar on wings like eagles. Let him know that you want to float through life carried along by his currents and his power. How do you unlock all that? By choosing to trust in the Lord in your inner person. I will see you tomorrow for more Daily Hope.